Let's talk woman to woman. There is a moment in life when you wonder, is this just how it is going to be? Aching knees, stiff joints, that hesitation before you stand up. But what if I told you there is still room for change? This isn't tea about miracle pills or expensive treatments, it is about rediscovering something simple and natural. Today, you'll hear the story of a woman in her 60s who refused to let pain define her. Instead, she found relief in the most surprising way. So settle in. Let's talk about strength, tradition, and a little hope you can hold on to. Picture her, 67 years old, a mother, a grandmother, the kind of woman who always put everyone else first. But lately, the smallest things had become battles. Climbing stairs felt like punishment. Bending down to tend her garden left her breathless with pain. She found herself sighing a lot, wincing as she rose from her favorite chair. She hated feeling fragile. She tried to hide it from her family. She didn't want her kids worrying, didn't want them suggesting she slow down or, God forbid, move in with them. She treasured her independence. But behind closed doors, she felt fear creeping in. Was this it? Was she destined to live the rest of her years in pain? She tried it all. The bottles of pills that promised relief, ointments with strong smells that stained her clothes, physical therapy exercises that helped a bit but not enough to really change her days. She'd look in the mirror and ask herself, is this really just getting old? Because no one wants to feel like they're becoming someone who has to ask for help. It wasn't just the physical pain. It was the emotional weight of it all. She missed walking in the park with her grandchildren, missed being able to kneel in the garden without worrying if she could stand back up, missed feeling like herself. She feared losing her home, her autonomy, the life she'd built with so much care. Then one day over tea with a friend, another woman about her age, she finally admitted how bad it had gotten. Her friend listened quietly, then said, "You know, I started going back to the old ways, making broth the way my mother did. Real bones, slow cooking, full of collagen. I didn't think much of it, but my knees, they're better. Not perfect, but better." It sounded too simple. But something in her softened, because she remembered her own mother making soups that simmered all day, filling the house with warmth. So she decided to try. She didn't order anything online, didn't buy fancy powders or supplements. She went to the butcher for leftover bones, tossed them in a pot with onions, carrots, a bit of garlic, let it simmer for hours. The scent brought back memories of family dinners and busy kitchens filled with laughter. It felt like coming home. Every day she poured herself a cup. It was comforting, familiar. The first week, not much changed, but she kept at it. By the third week, she noticed something. She wasn't gripping the banister so hard on the stairs. She wasn't dreading getting up from her chair. By the second month, she was back in her garden carefully, slowly, but with joy. She wasn't running marathons, but she didn't need to. She just needed relief, a little freedom, a sense of self she thought she'd lost. She started laughing again, saying yes to family outings, feeling like the woman she'd always been. It wasn't magic. It was something real, something passed down through generations. Food that didn't come from a bottle or a lab, but from patience, tradition, and a respect for what our bodies need. If you're listening now, maybe you know that feeling of wanting to be strong for your family, of resenting the way pain tries to steal your independence. You're not alone, and you don't have to give in. Maybe it's time to go back to old wisdom, to the kitchen, to making something that heals you slowly, gently, naturally. Something you can share with those you love. because you deserve that. You always have. Growing older isn't giving up. It's learning new ways to care for yourself, or maybe rediscovering old ways that never really left. If this story resonates with you, maybe tonight is the night to put on that pot, to believe that relief is still possible, because you're not done living yet. You're still you, and you always will be. Thank you for listening. If this gave you hope, hold on to it. Until next time, take care of yourself and the people who love you.